Hey guys, what's up? Team 3D Math. Just a quick example here. Solve x squared minus 2x equals 40. As we all know, solve simply means make the equation equal to 0 and solve for x. So first, you have x squared minus 2x equals 40. How do you make this equal to 0? Well, you subtract 40, because if you subtract 40, this becomes a 0, and this whole thing equals 0. So minus 40, what you do on this side, you have to do on the other side, which is the golden law of algebra. I mean, if these two numbers are equal, then whatever you do to this one happens here. If I tell you that two people have to look alike and you put a hat on this person, then you have to put a hat on this person. All right, 40 minus 40 gives you a 0. So we're going to rewrite that here as 0. Here you're going to rewrite that as x squared minus, can't see, minus 3x minus 40. You guys see, all right. Next step, once you made this whole thing equal to 0 and you have it in the proper order, meaning the exponents are in descending order, x to the second, x to the 1, then you're going to factor. If you don't know how to factor, then watch my videos on how to factor trinomials and polynomials and all that good stuff. Alright, you want two numbers that multiply to x squared, so it's going to have an x here and an x here. And you want numbers that multiply to negative 40, but at the same time add up to negative 3. Well, you could do it the advanced way, or you could do it the way I like doing it, which is simply looking at this 40 here. What numbers multiply to 40? Well, you have 4 and 10, and you have 8 and 5. And I always like to pick numbers that are really close to each other. 4 and 10, 8 and 5. 8 and 5 are a lot closer to each other than 4 and 10. So we'll try the 8 here, and we'll try the 5 here. And if this doesn't work, we'll just reverse the order. 8 times x gives you 8x. And 5 times x gives you 5x. Now, is there a way you could get a negative 3x by combining these numbers? Of course. Negative 8 plus 5 will give you a negative 3x if I'm correct. And yes, so look at the first number, a negative 8x. What sign must this number be for 8 times x to give you a negative 8x? It has to be negative, obviously, because if this is positive, you get a positive 8x. Next thing down here is you have 5x. What sign must this number be so that when you multiply x by 5, you get a positive 5, positive. So there goes your answer. Where's my eraser? Uh, Look at that. So your answer would be x minus 8 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. But that's not it. You need to solve, you need to know what x is on both of these equations here. And just to make sure this is right, just look, negative 8 times positive 5 gives you a negative 40. So you're good. And negative 8 plus 5 gives you a negative 3. So this works out. Anyway, so now next step is going to make each of these sides equal to 0. So you have x minus 8 equals 0, or x plus 5 is equal to 0. And you already know algebra, you add 8, x is equal to 8 on this side, and minus 5, x is equal to minus 5 on this side. And there goes your answer. These are the 2 points in which this system is equal to 0. Alright, Team 3D Math. Hope that helps. Sorry you couldn't see x equals 8, x equals 5. If it does, do me a favor and like the video. Helps me get more views. And subscribe. Team 3D. Alright, back to the bodybuilding channel.